before we jump in, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Listen, this channel is for people who want to have real conversations, no fluff, authentic, where we talk about money, mindset, and relationships and everything else under the sun, as long as it gets back to the money and how we can level up in life. Now, let's be real. Subscribing to this channel helps my content reach more people, which gets me closer to monetization so I can continue to keep giving you high quality content. Now, if you rock with that, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Let's get back to the video. What's the word? What's the word? Welcome to another show, one of the dopest shows on YouTube where we talk about everything under the sun. As long as we get back to the money, real conversations, and real solutions. I'm your host, Courtnee Edgar. Yeah, listen, y'all. We got a lot of topics to cover tonight. You know, we still got to cover the Ashlee Jenae situation with her fiance and her being found unalive in the apartment. Well, I said the apartment, in a hotel in Tanzania. We're gonna talk about Jada Pinkett. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Jada Pinkett. We're gonna talk about King T.I.'s son, him getting pulled over and all that entire debacle. And then we got some other things we're gonna talk about as far as money as well too. So we got a lot of things to cover tonight, and I'm glad that y'all are here with your boy to cover all of these topics with me. All right. What else, No? What's good with you? How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? So before we get there, though, make sure y'all like, you comment, and you subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. You feel me? So what I want to do first, make sure you become a part of the ENG community as well. Become a member. Listen, it's 99 cents. So I know y'all pockets ain't hurting that bad. All right, so I'm just putting that out there for y'all. Also make sure you support the channel as well. Super chat goes $100. Cash App is $50 as well. Just showing support. I gotta give it a name. Snow, what should I give the support name? Because I know like Fatty them, they got the hamburger fund. What should I name it? I should name it. What type of fund should I name it instead of just a super chat? I need to call it a fund. I gotta think of a name. So we'll think of a name throughout the show. If y'all come up with some good ideas, let me know. But we gotta give it a name. We gotta give it an actual name, which y'all gonna be funding. You know what I'm saying? Something funny. We'll see though. But so yeah. Also, what else do I have? Do I have anything else? I don't think I have anything else. Nah, I think I'm good. So y'all ready to go ahead and get into it? So first things first, normally we go ahead and start with the main. We get to the main topic round the third topic. But today I want to go ahead and dive right into this Ashlee Jenae topic because I guess some other things have unfolded a little bit. So we want to hear the full thing in regards to what the parents had got to say about it. And then we'll give our thoughts and we will give our opinions on it. So let's go ahead and rock out.
All right, hear me out. All right, hear me out. And maybe this is just me, but I just thought about it because I was driving on my way home. I'd really be ready to cut a nigga off over the smallest shit. Like the littlest thing, I just be turned off. Like, It was mad people in the regular lane, and the express lane was clear as fuck. I'm zooming through that bitch, passing, feet. As a grown man in 2023, living in the state of Florida, specifically Dade County, Broward County, fuck is you doing without a sun pass? Like, honestly, you want to just vibe in traffic. Vibe. Could take you 15 minutes to get somewhere. You want to chill out for the next 45 minutes sitting in a regular lane for what? It ain't gonna work with me, baby. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking about, yo, babe, get over into the express lanes faster. Da da da. Nah, like I ain't finna do all that. Bitch, if you don't drive over them fucking cones and get on.
Interesting. Okay. So let's see what this other content creator got to say about this.
But I just thought about it because I was driving on my way home. I'd really be ready to cut a nigga off over the smallest shit. Like the little feet.
Oh, he doing the same thing.
About,
ain't nothing popping out there. So let's go ahead and get into the nitty-gritty of this thing.
Lifestyle influencer Ashlee Jenae died during a trip to Zanzibar earlier this month, and now her family is demanding answers. Ashlee's final posts on social media were of her celebrating her birthday with giraffes in Tanzania, Africa, and getting engaged to her boyfriend, Joe McCann. But there's a local report claiming initial investigations determined Ashlee took her own life during the trip after falling out with her fiancé just days after he proposed. Joining me now are Ashlee's parents, Harry and Yolanda, and their spouses. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys.
Thank you.
So local authorities in Zanzibar initially said that Ashlee took her own life, but you guys released a statement saying that her death was suspicious. What do you think happened?
We're not too sure what happened. That's what we're trying to find out. I got 2 emails today from the embassy in Zanzibar. They said the investigation is still ongoing. That they have not determined the cause of death yet at all. An investigation is still ongoing and still pending right now. So there has nothing official has been released. That's what we're trying to find out. We just want answers.
What was the initial call like when you first learned that your daughter passed away?
The call was shocking and it was devastating and scary, honestly, because we don't know what's going on and what happened. What did they relay to you at that time? Well, the communication came to us from the Hotel Zuri Zanzibar, where they were staying. It didn't come from the hospital or from the police.
Have you guys since spoken to authorities or the embassy?
No. We've had little contact with the embassy, but no, not with the police.
So were you told anything about the manner as to how she passed away or what exactly led up to her passing?
Officially, no, we have not talked to anyone from the police or anybody in the medical field at all. Nothing.
What was it that the hotel initially told you guys?
That that Joe McCann, who she was traveling with, had that he had found her and that they had taken her to the hospital.
And then a follow-up call from the hotel several hours later.
And I
relaying.
We just think it's very odd that our daughter is traveling with Joe and we don't hear anything from Joe. Traveling with Joe. It's very odd that
he must be a lawyer.
We just think it's very odd that our daughter is traveling with Joe and we don't hear anything from Joe. To me, that's very odd. And initial call that she got from Joe was 11 hours after something had transpired in the room. And that's very odd. 11 hours later,
11 hours.
Something had transpired and Joe just relayed to Yolanda that Ashlee was okay and she was stable and she was okay and don't worry about it.
But that she was at the hospital.
Yes. 11 hours later.
So have you spoken to him since and what has he been saying?
There has been no communication.
Wow, shocking. So, you know, as you've seen, the local report had claimed that she took her own life. Did you guys ever think that Ashlee had any mental health issues?
I would think that's farther from the truth. If you go to her page, you know, everything, she was a beacon of light. You know, she liked being in the limelight. It's like being in the camera. She was an influencer. You know, she loved
her family.
She loved her family.
She loved her family.
What was her mindset like before going on this insane African birthday trip?
Excited and happy, and she was elated that she was traveling for her birthday to celebrate and be with who she thought was the love of her life.
And you guys said there's really been not much communication between you and her fiance, Joseph. What, if you could say anything to him right now, what would you say?
Oh, before they get into that, I do think that's kind of wild. The fact that you ain't reach out to them at all. So my bigger question is, what kind of relationship did y'all have with him? How much did y'all actually know him? That's what I want to know. Did she ever? I mean, I'm pretty sure they had to have met him at least once or twice. They had to. They were together for an entire year. So I'm pretty sure they met him. Now, if they haven't met him, then I mean that's a whole nother conversation within itself. But I don't know, man. But that is very suspicious, though.
We just want to peace. And we want to know what happened.
What is your understanding as to where his whereabouts are now, and why do you think he would be avoiding your calls?
We don't know. We're unsure right now. That's why we're trying to seek the answers.
Do you know if he's spoken to authorities at all?
We're not aware.
We're not aware of that at all.
I mean, because what I know is we haven't spoken to them, so I'm not sure who they are talking to. It's one answer. You know, it's
our attempts to get information.
I'm so sorry you guys are going through this right now. That must be extremely confusing, especially if you are saying that she was so excited for this birthday trip, didn't really have any history of mental health issues. That's got to be extremely confusing and frustrating for you guys. I'm very sorry you're going through that. No parent should ever have to bury their own child. Have her remains been released to you yet? And what are the plans for the funeral?
We don't have any of that. We don't have any of that information yet.
So from your understanding, her body is still in Zanzibar, Africa. What is the last update you got on your daughter's death?
We haven't had a first update yet. That's
the only thing was a brief email from the embassy stating that the investigation was ongoing. That's it.
And one thing that we did reach out. We would make the know about the footage at the hotel. Was there any footage? Did you look at the footage? Did you see the footage? These are things that's very important to us. These are things that can clear everything up. It gives us a timeline. It lets us know what happened.
Yeah, there has to be some sort of footage there, bro. There has to be cameras. There has to be something so somebody can see exactly what was going on. Because the more and more that I hear this story, I said this yesterday during the Banter and Barter show. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to that channel. But I said this yesterday that I can't necessarily pinpoint this on the fiance, and I'm still not going to. But the way that this story sounds, it sounds very sketchy, and it continues to lean more and more towards the fiance. However, he's innocent until proven guilty. It's just the optics of it and everything, how everything is aligning. You know, it took 11 hours. Apparently, he's already spoken with the police on his end. And then on top of that, he hadn't even reached out to her parents or anybody, hadn't had any kind of contact. And then on top of that, even though you can't necessarily use that as an excuse, because there's a lot of automated systems where you can create your entire platform and it can automatically post stuff for you. So I can't necessarily make that as a ruling as him not caring. It could just be an automated system that is just going, it just 24/7 constantly going without him having to even look at it. So I can't necessarily use that. But it don't seem right, bro. It don't seem right at all.
We have not seen or heard or even anything about any kind of footage surveillance. These are things that we need to know.
How are you guys feeling right now?
Devastated.
Lost.
Devastated, lost. A lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah, that's true, bro. That's true, Snow.
Did you guys meet him?
Because you remember the guy a while ago. I think he was like a billionaire or something, and they offed him. They offed him on a helicopter, something like that. He passed away I think it was maybe months after, or maybe a year or so after Kobe Bryant passed away. It was a helicopter. He was a crypto guy. He was like a billionaire or something like that, and he got off too. That shit was kind of wild.
Before this trip, or did he ask you for her hand in marriage before proposing?
Yes. We have money.
Oh, okay, so they have.
Thank you so much, you guys. Is there anything else you want to add? I know a lot of people are wanting to hear from you, and probably have just as many questions as you guys do at this time.
I was just going to add that we just want the answers to the questions that we're asking and that everyone's asking. We need help getting information, and that's really what we're asking for.
Yes, and that's the reason why we went to social media on Sunday. We had to get it out there because this happened on Thursday, and nothing was out there. Like, nothing was talked about, nothing was there. So that's why, okay, you know, this is what happened. This was our daughter. You know, everyone needs to know what happened. And that's why that was.
Well, I truly hope you guys get the answers to the questions that you deserve. You deserve to have everything answered. I'm so sorry you're going through this. Thank you so much for joining me today, and please keep us updated about what.
So let me put my tinfoil hat on real quick.
I have a thought.
I don't think that it was suicide. I'm gonna go ahead and claim that right now. I don't believe it was suicide. I don't. Now, when I start to look at everything and I take a step back, and I'm not saying this is what happened. I'm not saying that he's guilty, because again, he's innocent until proven guilty. But there are a lot of valid points, like what Snow just brought up and what Ross said yesterday in regards to the crypto world, right? He probably could have had some connections there. Probably could have had some connections there. Or again, some people may have knew him, or she was probably just somebody who got caught in the crossfire. But what I'm not gonna do, I'm not finna play the race game with y'all. I'm not finna do that, because I know a lot of y'all like to use that angle. Oh, it's a white man. See, this is what happens when you go to the other side. When you go to the other side, this is what happens. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that at all, because guess what? Your own people be offing you too. So I don't want to hear that. Your own race of men and or women, they do the same thing to their partner. So I'm not going to play the race game on that. Just because you go to the other side, that doesn't necessarily mean that you are unsafe. No. That could happen to anybody. That can happen to anybody. And I'm pretty sure that has happened to many people of the same race. They just may not be as visible. So I'm not going to play that game with y'all. I'm not going to do that. But I really do hope that they find that answer, man, because I mean, we want to know what happened to her, bro. The villa was the target. Unfortunately, she was alone because of the art. That's what I'm saying. So I think they need to investigate the entire cast, everybody that works there at that hotel. They need to investigate them thoroughly. But again, you got to be careful in them countries, because a lot of them motherfuckers, they paid by other people. They in somebody else's pockets. So got to be careful about that too. But I hope they get justice in the situation. I hope they figure out what actually happened, who did what. I'm pretty sure this might end up becoming a situation where it may be an ongoing investigation, bro. Hopefully it doesn't go unsolved. That's for sure. Hopefully they figure it out, man. But my prayers go out to the family. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they're devastated in regards to them being hours across the ocean away from what happened. And nobody, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I wouldn't at all. But so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to this next topic real quick. I'm not gonna spend that much time on it, just because it's King Harris, T.I.'s son. Buddy just got arrested again. Now, to be honest with you, I didn't watch the whole video, so I don't know exactly what the reason was why he got arrested, but we're gonna watch the video, then I'm gonna give my thoughts and opinions on it. So
for King Harris.
let's get to it, bro.
Harris, the son of T.I. and Tiny Harris, is a free man for now after bonding out of the Gwinnett County Jail following his arrest Sunday on speeding and drug charges.
Good day's Caitlin Pratt is live outside the facility and joins us now with the latest on this. Caitlin.
Good morning to you both. And more so than the charges in this particular case, it was what the 21-year-old was wearing at the time of his arrest that is gaining a whole lot of attention, something that the accused even addressed. Gotta catch 'em all. But this time, it was police catching the Pikachu. Rapper King Harris, the son of T.I. and Tiny Harris, arrested early Sunday morning in Gwinnett County following a traffic stop. Gwinnett County jail records showing the 21-year-old is charged with speeding, obstruction of a police officer, and drug possession. Harris's choice of clothing, a Pikachu onesie, drawing significant attention. He documented the traffic stop on Instagram with the selfie. According to TMZ, officers say Harris was driving 60 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. And when they pulled him over, they say they spotted a firearm. Harris reportedly refused to get out of the car. Police say they then found a THC vape pen on him. On Instagram, Harris posted video in the outfit comparing police to Team Rocket, writing in part that he was living a good Pikachu life in Tokyo and then came back to ATL, and Team Rocket caught me with a master ball and threw me in jail all night. This is not the first time Harris has faced legal trouble in Georgia. Back in 2024, he was accused of nearly hitting a police officer at a Dunwoody gas station, was taken into custody after an officer smelled marijuana in the car. He was also previously transferred to Pickens County on a bench warrant for failing to appear related to a 2022 traffic stop involving speeding and DUI charges that were later dropped. And jail records show that the rapper has been released from lockup here. As for a court date on these charges, unclear at this time when that.
Let's see. Hold on. I gotta see this video. I gotta see it.
He's slowed down, but his slowing down is to 60. Yeah, I am doing 61 on a 45, and I am not gaining on it. He's also all over the road. Jeez.
Hi, good evening. My name is Officer Lopez of the Gwinnett County Police Department. The reason I'm pulling you over is you're doing over 70 miles an hour in a 45. You didn't know? I got you. Get your driver's license on you? All right. Are you the registered owner of the vehicle? Okay. Do you have a photo or anything like that of your driver's license? Yeah. All right, got you. All right. So, do you mind stepping out and we're going to talk right here real quick back here?
About what?
You need to step out of the vehicle.
Step out for what?
So there's a firearm in this vehicle. You're already speeding. You don't have anything on you. I'm separating you from the firearm. Right, all right. Are you going to get out of the car or not?
I don't tell me why.
I already told you why. Pennsylvania versus Mims. Are you getting out or not? Supreme Court case law. Are you getting out or not?
I don't know what it is.
All right. You need to get out of the car.
You're not telling me
If you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
You're going to arrest me for obstruction?
Yes, if you do not get out of the car.
I don't know why. I don't feel safe.
All right. If you do not get out of the car, you will be arrested for obstruction.
I don't feel safe.
If you do not get out of the car, you'll be arrested for obstruction.
You're not telling me a valid reason why.
That's a perfectly valid reason. Like, Google it if you want to. It's not going to end well for you.
Let me call my lawyer, man.
You have that right, but you're not even under arrest right now. You're still just detained.
Stay in my car.
No, you don't. Get out of the car.
Hey, Quinn. So I'm pulled over right now, and they telling me I got to get out the car for what reason?
Because we're going to have a conversation back at the back of the car.
They want to have a conversation.
You need to get out of the car. Doesn't matter why.
I'm not getting out the car because you want to have a... No, I'm not getting out the car.
Okay.
All right. So
all right. Well, at this time, you are under arrest. You are not free to leave. You are under arrest.
I'm not under arrest.
You are under arrest. I'm informing you that you are under arrest.
I'm under arrest for what? Hold on, my lawyer calling. Hey, so a police officer is right here telling me I have to step out my car, and I'm telling him I don't want to step out my car. He's telling me to step out the car to have a conversation.
I've already told you you're under arrest. You're under arrest at this point.
Yeah, he's trying to tell me since I didn't want to step out the car, I'm under arrest. I'm under arrest.
But you are under arrest at this point, all right? So you need to get out of your car right now.
All
Right. Right.
So this make y'all feel tough.
Not the slightest. All it does is give me some paperwork.
Right.
All you had to do is get out the car.
File your paperwork. You want me to get out my car to talk to me about what? There's nothing to talk about.
This is not your car. You're absolutely flying down the road at 70 miles an hour in a 45. There's
Never had a police tell me to step out the car to ask simple questions.
Well, there's a firearm within like 2 feet of both of our faces. Yeah, I'm gonna have you step out of the car.
It's in front of you. Yeah. What are you talking about?
Not just that, you have an open THC container in the center console.
Okay.
Oh. All right. Who do you want to pick up the car and the gun? I gotta be here in 30 minutes or less.
What happened at home with y'all? What y'all so upset about?
All right. Who are we calling? Okay. We are over at 7050 Jimmy Carter Boulevard.
Tell them American Deli.
Do you know about how long it'll take to get over here?
I tell you what though, that boy privileged as hell. Bro, this is a privileged kid right here, dog. That is the problem child of the family. But he's hella privileged. Hella privileged. If you ever watched T.I. and Tiny's show, man, that boy's so privileged. Oh my God. Just that privileged asshole of a kid. Just a weed head. All of it.
American Deli.
But to be fair, I don't see anything. He wasn't being aggressive or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud this situation in regards to the cops. You know, they didn't have to use any force. They didn't use any force, anything like that. Nor was King, you know, showing any aggression. He was just questioning, like, hey man, like what I'm getting out for? I'm not getting out the vehicle. What we doing? I'm not. What we doing, bro? So
there's a lot of us.
American Deli.
7050.
American Deli.
7050.
All right, now hang my phone up and lock my phone.
All right.
Hang my phone up and lock my
shit. For you to get?
Hang it up and lock it. Hang it up and lock it. Hang it up and lock it. All right, now let go.
Yes, sir. Hey, Albert, how's it going?
Yeah, my son detained.
Yes, sir. He's currently under arrest for obstruction.
Okay.
As well as a variety of other traffic charges. Yeah, he was caught doing 70 in a 45. He was instructed to step out of the vehicle because there was a firearm on the dashboard, and we wanted to separate him from that, and he refused.
Did he express his fear for safety?
We got to be safe too. He's right there with a gun. Right.
Understood.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. So there's absolutely no way to resolve this.
No, he was told multiple times that he needed to get out of the vehicle. He was even told that, according to Supreme Court case law, he is required to exit a vehicle when he is requested to do so by a law enforcement officer. Pennsylvania versus Mims. He stated that, you know, he doesn't have to, he doesn't want to. He was informed that he was under arrest at the time. He was still continuing to refuse to exit the vehicle. It wasn't until his lawyers called him back and said, you need to get out of the car right now. He got out of the car, was placed under arrest.
Listen, as far as I know, nothing happened. You feel me? Nothing popped off. He got arrested. He was out of jail immediately. So I don't think anything's gonna come out. I don't think anything huge is gonna come out of this. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna throw some money up, boom, do what he gotta do, whatever they're gonna do, paperwork and all that shit. And the next thing you know, everybody's gonna be going about their business. I don't see anything wrong here in this situation. Of course, you know, it's just news because it's T.I.'s son, and that's about it. I don't see anything crazy. I don't see anything that's relevant to speak about in regards to, you know, oh, the police or this is how you shouldn't act. I don't even see King doing anything wrong. He was just, listen, bro, I'm not getting out. You ain't telling me nothing, no reason to get out the vehicle. I'm not doing it. Now, he shouldn't be high while driving, but hey, I mean, I get it, because I don't think weed is legal down there in Atlanta. I don't think they got to that point yet. So yeah, it is illegal in that sense. And if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But other than that, and then you doing 60 in a 40, my dog, in one of the most standout ass vehicles on the street, which is that big ass Tesla truck. Nah, big homie. That ain't what you do. And you got a firearm in the vehicle too. Boy, you lucky they weren't aggressive. You lucky. But shout out to the police too for still keeping their calm, not being aggressive, not ready to put their hand on the weapon, not ready to snatch somebody up out of the vehicle. Cool, calm, and collected, right? So be what it is, bro. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Snow, have we came up with a name yet? Have we come up with a fun name? Did we come up with that yet? I gotta know the fund name for the, instead of me saying super chat or Cash App Gold, we gotta call it something else. Ooh, I might watch that. I might tap into that the Anton channel later in a minute. I might tap into Anton and channel in a minute, see what they talk about on the live stream. But after we get our shit done first. After we get our shit done first, we got some things to cover. But once we ever figure the fun name, but right now, make sure you support the channel. Super chat goal 100, Cash App goal is 50. All right. So make sure you support the channel and become an ENG member as well. So I want to go ahead and move on to this next topic right here. Do I want to do this one? I want to do Kate Hudson. If those of y'all who don't know who Kate Hudson is, she is an actress who's been in what kind of movies has she played in? Let me see. Kate Hudson. Let me see. Type of movie. What's some relevant movies that she's played in? She's played in Marshall with Chadwick Boseman when she was the lady who was who claimed that she was great, but she wasn't. It was all a lie. She was in that. That was her. If y'all ever seen it, it's a great movie about Thurgood Marshall. It's a great movie. Chadwick Boseman, he did a phenomenal job. What else? What's another relevant movie or something that we know that everybody's pretty familiar with? Yeah, I really haven't seen many of these movies. The only one was Thurgood Marshall. All the other movies that she played in, I don't. Oh, How to Lose a Guy with her and Matthew McConaughey. It's like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That's another. That was another movie as well that she was in. But I want to hear something that she got to say on, of course, y'all already know, Call Her Daddy podcast. This shit been popping up like crazy. But I want to hear what she got to say about it. I want to hear what she has to say, because basically she's saying that she don't want a good man. She said that she don't want a good man. So we're going to get into it, and then I'm going to give my thoughts, and I'm going to give my opinions. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, so let's get to it.
Let's talk about Danny. Yeah, because Danny, like, he's just such a good man, and I'm not so sure I was like attracted to the good man. I mean, I was attracted to good men, but like, you know, that the uncomplicated kind of, I liked a feisty, wild type, and whereas Danny has that in him, his values are very sturdy, and he's such a lovely person. And let's talk about Danny. Yeah, because Danny, like, he's just such a good man, and I'm not so sure I was like attracted to the good man. I mean, I was attracted to good men, but like, you know, that the uncomplicated kind of, I liked a feisty, wild type, and Whereas Danny has that in him. His values are very sturdy, and he's such a lovely person.
So basically what she's saying is that he's a good guy and she wants a guy that has that mystery about him, you know, the nonchalant, kind of edgy, you know, I'm complicated kind of dude. Listen, people, ladies, ladies, and fellas too. They always said nice guys finish last. And it's starting to become more and more and more prevalent. This is why, mind you, y'all remember when we had the conversation about D.L. Hughley's daughter and how she was out there talking about how she used to get buzzed down by dirty socks, by guys with dirty white socks and Adidas slides. Y'all remember that? But everybody was such in an uproar about, oh, what do you mean? She was just saying about the dudes that she used to be get buzzed down by. But now she's saying that she with the nerd. Listen, the fact that you even got to call your man a nerd, now I get it. Some people can look at that as a compliment, but the mere fact that you got to call your man a nerd instead of just a good guy, like, hey man, I go and get you a stable man, a good man that has a great job and he cares about his family. But instead you called him a nerd. What's good, Marcus? And so this is the conversation that men are always having. When men are telling y'all, ladies, y'all don't want the good man. You settle for the good man. You really want the dude that's complicated. You want that edgy motherfucker. You want the dude that you know you can't have. You want the guy that's a fixer-upper. You want the guy that's the edgy dude that drives you fucking crazy, that makes you just always wondering, that keeps you on your toes. You want to change him. So that's like an adventure for you. That's a journey for you. Because now you're with him because he's witty, he's all over the place. I can't keep him. He's not stable. Oh my God, he just drives me so crazy. I just can't stand him, but I love him so much. That's what y'all want. But that good guy over there who's everything, who's the best thing for you, you don't want it. It don't turn you on. It don't get you wet. It don't moist you at all. But then y'all get mad at us when we tell y'all what it is. You know what I think it is. You know exactly what I think it is.
I have a thought.
I think that it's not the fact that y'all think that we're wrong. It's not the fact that y'all think that we're insecure when we say these things. I think it's the fact that y'all like, hey man, you exposing our game, you exposing our play, you exposing how we really feel. We don't like that. You need to shut the hell up. So therefore you go and say all this extra shit on the other side. Oh, you just insecure. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, see y'all podcast people don't know what y'all talking about, man. That ain't real life. No, it's real life. It's real life. We bring our experiences to the camera and talk about it on the microphone. We know what it is. This has been a thing since the beginning of the time. This ain't nothing new. It's just more people talking about it because now we have more visibility. We got Instagram, we got TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, X, all these platforms where everybody's talking about it. So it seems as if, damn, I just can't not hear about it. This has been going on since the beginning of time, bro. Go and look at movies that was in the 90s. Go and look at movies that was in the 80s and the 70s. Same shit was popping off. They never wanted the geek. They never wanted the good guy. They always overlooked him. He was always invisible to the girl that he always wanted. Always invisible. But they drove them crazy when they had the bad guy. That's who they wanted. They was always with the bad guy. They was always with the bad guy. Never failed. And now you have another celebrity, since y'all like celebrities so much, since y'all always want to talk about what celebrities are doing and how celebrities and Cardi B's and shit. Okay, here you go. You got another successful celebrity right here telling you that, listen, I don't like a good man. I want a man with some edge. I like a man with some edge. Like, I know he got it in him, but it just don't turn me on because he's just a good man. He's so stable. He has his morals. No, she wants you to be a little bit off a little bit. That's what's going to turn her on. And these are the conversations that we talk about. You getting on these platforms and you talking down on your husband. This is what I'm talking about. It ain't just happening in the black community. It's happening in the white community too. It happens all across the board. So when we talk about this, it's not black men bashing just black women. No, it's women across the board, bro. We see this shit across the board. But we crazy. We the crazy ones though. We the crazy ones. Give you a prime example. Look at what's her name? What's her name? Damn, we just talked about Angela Simmons, right? She was with Yo Gotti. She got a pastor as a, well, I guess he a preacher. I guess that's what he is now. Rev Ron, right? Her father. Look at her father, and then look at the guy that she was dating. She was dating Yo Gotti. Cocaine man. Yeah, turn business owner, got this whole label and all that shit. Cool. But that's who she was with. So if y'all sit up here and call us, if y'all want to sit up here and call men crazy for calling y'all out on the shit that y'all do across the board, then we just know, like, I bet you just don't want us to expose you. Because this is another example of what men talk about. We know y'all want that. I just did a video Saturday of another chick. What's her name? Kitty. No, what the hell was her name? On this same show, on this same podcast, Call Her Daddy, where she was talking about where it turns her on when her man had sexual relations with women in his past, and or if he's doing it right in front of her or flirting with the chick a little bit, it turns her on. It's like, bro, what? But we crazy though. We crazy though. We out of line. We don't know what we talking about. And these women continue to keep proving our point more and more and more. This is why a lot of men say, man, sometimes ladies, y'all gotta shut the fuck up. Sometimes y'all talk too much. Am I tripping? I know I ain't off on this. I know I ain't, bruh. I know I'm not off on this. I'm straight up cooking. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear none of it. And I'm pretty sure this ain't the last person that we gonna hear say some crazy shit. And it seems to be on Call Her Daddy podcast. They always saying some crazy shit. They always get on her platform and they say some wild shit. Every time, never fails, bro. Yeah, they say exactly. No, they say women would tell it all. Women will tell them all, let them talk. Yup, you just sit there and let them continue to keep talking. Guess what? They're going to reveal who they actually are. They're going to reveal the real them every single time. Makes no sense to me. But hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure you hit the bell notification for me, big dog.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these two videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let me read some of these comments real quick. So it says vacation fun, rainy day fun, brainstorming and listening. Vacation fun. You said what you said, the level up goal, meet up pot, retirement fun. You said vacation fun, rainy day fun, brainstorming and listening. I think we need something that a lot of people won't be so reluctant to. You know what I'm saying? We need something that everybody, oh nigga, we just funded your retirement. And I mean, yeah, but at the same time though. Vacation fun, rainy day fun. Let me see. We gonna brainstorm on it. We gonna continue to keep brainstorming. One of them gonna hit. One of them gonna hit for sure. All right. So there's some videos. So I want to talk about this for real. No, I'm just saying, I gotta listen, gotta be careful, because you know how people are. Man, I'm over here funding this nigga retirement, man. He keep me from retirement. You know how people get. So I need something that's gonna be a barrier of low entry. So when they hear, it's like, I can get on that. So let me go ahead and support. So I want to get to this next topic. I want to get to Jada Pinkett. So there's a video that has surfaced and she's on the podcast, and basically she's saying that her feelings about cheating on her husband Will, and talking more about her happiness and all of those things in regards to having relations with August Alsina, and then her accepting the fact that she's an adulterous wife. And so I want to hear it, and I want to get the full context of the video, and then I'll give my thoughts and opinions on it. All right, so let's go ahead and rock out, dog.
I wouldn't have known. Like, well, I'm gonna have to speak my truth.
Sorry, y'all. Nope, ain't no such thing as my truth. Stop saying that stupid shit. Ain't no such thing as my truth is the truth. But let's get to it.
But I'm also gonna protect you. So if I gotta look like the adulterous wife to make sure you're good, I'm gonna do it.
Y'all, what does that mean?
So, and that,
what does that mean?
What do you mean by that?
that wasn't the case. But I wanted him to be okay. Now, also in that moment, two things. As I'm moving forward, I'm also moving backwards. Because of what I realized at that moment, I got in my martyrdom bag. And what that is for me is, I hadn't quite learned how to love myself and not leave Will on the side of the road. And I hadn't learned how to love Will and not leave myself on the side of the road. And in that moment, because I felt so bad that he was in this situation, I decided I'm gonna love you, Will, and I'm gonna leave myself at the side of the road. And I wouldn't have known that that was an aspect that I needed to heal if it hadn't been for my kids, my mother, my friends were so hurt that I had done that to myself.
Yeah,
They
because
couldn't believe.
they actually asked you afterwards. Now, mind you, smart businesswoman. They own their content. She could have killed it.
Yeah.
She could have said, "Oh, heck no, this didn't work as planned."
Yeah.
But you did it anyway.
Yeah, my manager, Miguel, Ellen Rakuten, who's the producer, they begged me. My PR, my Karen Sensor, they all begged me. They were like, please don't do this. Please don't do this. And two things, I was like, I needed people to know. First, I wasn't going to be emotionally blackmailed. I was like, hold up. I'm going to put myself out there. You ain't got the period. And on top of it, I want Will out. I don't want him part of this. Okay, I'm the bad guy. I'm the worst. Great. Let's be done with it.
So what am I hearing? So what the hell am I hearing here? Can y'all help me out? What am I hearing here? Is she trying to say that she put herself in the forefront of Will because everybody's gonna attack Will? Is that what I'm hearing? Is there something underlying that we don't know? Are they trying to say that it actually wasn't Will? I mean, actually it wasn't Jada Pinkett that was fucking around with August Alsina. They're saying that it was actually Will Smith. I don't know. Listen, bro, I'm not for the allegations as much. I'm not gonna judge somebody in the court of public opinion. I don't know, but she said a lot of words salad. She said a lot of shit. You know how a lot of women, they always using a whole bunch of filters, always saying a whole bunch of words, and then you got a whole bunch of women on the background. You know what I'm saying? So that could, listen, again, I'm not ruling anything out because, you know, it is Hollywood. However, I'm still not going to judge them based on the court of public opinion. If we don't have the evidence, if we can't prove it, I'm not going to claim him to be something that he may not be. But we do. We have heard about August Alsina and his ways. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know the backstory. I don't know what word salad she's trying to say. I don't know what she's trying to hint at, you know, but this is another thing. This just kind of reverts back to another thing of women talk too much. Y'all talk too much. But either way, regardless of what she say, Will still paid. Will still got money. Will still, he's hand over fist with how much money he's making over her. So it really don't matter. He good either way. And so I just think that this is just a part of, it could just be relevancy, that she's just trying to remain relevant. So she's going to throw a lot of cliffhangers and what could possibly be just to make people want to say, you know what? Let me go read her book. Let me go get the intel. Let me go see what's actually going on in her book. Matter of fact, let me see something. Let me see. Let's see. Let me see something. I gotta look something. I gotta look something up. Let's see what we got. So, Jada Pinkett Smith let the truth fly Friday in her NBC News primetime special. Well, let me put it on the screen for y'all too, because I know y'all want to see it. I know y'all want to see it too. Her book was trash. I read it. Don't recommend. It was trash. Did it say anything about Will Smith? So it said Jada Pinkett Smith let. Oh shit! I still ain't put it on the screen yet. Jada Pinkett Smith let the truth fly Friday in her NBC News primetime special, with Hoda Kotb. The 52-year-old girl strip actress is telling all in promotion for her memoir, Worthy, which hit shelves on October 17th. In snippets of interview shared Thursday, Pinkett Smith revealed she and her husband, Will Smith, 55, have been separated for the past 7 years. Of course, we all knew that. Even when he told Chris Rock to keep his wife's fucking name out of his mouth at the 2022 Oscars. First of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. She told Kotb, 59. Pinkett added she was very confused at the time, saying, I'm really worried, Will, because I don't know what's going on. So that's what it was. So she was saying, so, okay. Hey, see, that's what I'm talking about. The chat lives matter. The chat lives matter. What you say? You said her book was trash. I read it. Don't recommend. No, it was all lies about her selling drugs and Tupac loving her and her creepy PDF grandma. Oh, really? So there was nothing in regards to Will Smith, you know, fucking around with other dudes. Those were just allegations that people like Jaguar was just throwing out there just because. Is that what I'm hearing right now? Is that what I'm hearing? Not that you remember. Okay, well, I mean, hey, listen, that's what I'm saying. That's why I wouldn't judge. I wouldn't judge him in the court of public opinion. Because I think when you look at this from a business side, you know, you're gonna have to say a lot of shit. You're gonna give a lot of word salad because you know who's your biggest audience, who's typically and more likely to buy some shit from you. It's gonna be women. They typically are the bigger consumers. So you say a lot of good shit. You give a lot of cliffhangers. You give a lot of interesting. That's something to think about. You know what? I need to know the full story. So let me go buy this girl. Let me go buy this book. And mind you, she got her book sitting right there on the table, so we know she's there to sell her book. So she gonna tell you some shit. She gonna tell you some shit that's gonna make you want to purchase the book, of course, which then drives sales. Simple as that. He said Will has been sus since 6 Degrees of Separation. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. I agree with that. You know, it has been sus, but again, I can't say whether I can't confirm or nor deny that he is. Or I'm not gonna say he is until if there isn't factual evidence that he did it. I can't. So, but make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. Make sure you hit the bell notification. And let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Do y'all think Will sus? I'm gonna say I don't think he is. I don't think he is unless I'm proven otherwise. I don't think he sus. I just think it was just some shit that was going on between him and Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett wanted some relevancy, so you know she was doing her thing. She thinks she the big dog, but she really ain't, because Will Smith makes a significant amount more than she does, and he definitely more valuable than she is in that regard. And so I think he helped fund her book as well. So yeah, but let me know what y'all think.
Listen, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out either of these 2 videos right here. And make sure you share this post with your friends and your family.
Facts. And don't forget to support the channel too. Don't forget to support the channel. You know what? I said I was gonna do it. I want to see what they talking about over here on Anton channel. We're gonna watch them live, y'all. We're gonna watch them live. Let's go. Let's see.
In marriage or having children.
So you're willing to live less, suffer more in order to not be alone, is what you're saying?
There are some people willing to do that.
No.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
You know why? If this isn't the biggest lie that I've ever heard in my entire life, bro, like you're just saying this because you want to try to justify your argument. You don't believe it. Women don't believe it. If that were true, none of you would be interested in
it is true. If you spoke to a lot of married women,
you know what's true? You know what is true? That y'all are purposely trying to get married because you know that it makes your life easier. Y'all tired of suffering. You're tired of needing and depending on only yourself. Y'all getting laid off. Y'all losing jobs. Y'all
but we still coming out our pockets.
Y'all lonely. You're lonely, but you're not.
Men are the loneliest.
You're lonely, but you're not getting. You're not getting sex, right?
Men are the loneliest.
So you're still having sex, but you.
Jess really, I think Jess really has a disdain for men. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen a lot of videos when she's on here. I think Jess really has a disdain for me. I really do believe that. I really think that she believes in her heart, in her spirit, that men are the problem and women don't have an issue. Women are the most innocent thing that God has ever created. I really do.
Still lonely because the person that is having sex with the majority of y'all don't give a fuck about you. And the nature of
men are the loneliest though.
The nature of who you are, being alone doesn't mean that we're lonely. Men are built to be. Didn't you just hear Soulfish say that?
Bro, we men are not lonely. That is some
and then that's why y'all die at the
necessarily
nursing
say
home
nothing to
by
it.
yourself.
Listen, that male loneliness epidemic, that's just some bullshit feminists made up. Men are so happy being by themselves. No, listen. It's correct that there are a lot of single men, but these men they don't care. They're working out, they're walking their dogs, they're playing video games. They don't care. They're not.
You don't think that these guys, if they really wanted to, right? I could be single tomorrow and I could be married next month if I wanted to.
Thanks.
Most of these guys, if they want to be married, they can be. That is the biggest lie ever. I don't know a guy who can't be married if he wanted to. That is not
okay, but the difference is marrying their dream woman or marrying a scragamuffin. Yeah, they can go marry a scragamuffin, but a lot of the women that men truly want, they can't get.
Where's this goalpost going? Because I know.
Hold on. I just say because this whole I just want to say a lot of the dudes that I personally know, I'm very associated to a lot of people you're talking about right now. these dudes, I've never heard any one of them complain about not being in a relationship. They're just alone. They're walking their dog. They're working out. They're going to work. They're playing video games. They don't care.
Every guy that I know in my personal life, whether I grew up with
what
him
I'm
in high
saying is
school,
that they are not lonely. Lonely is
whether
an
I grew up with him
expression.
in high
Lonely is what
school,
you.
Can I add something?
Or whether or not we just cool because we met at work. There is not one guy that is single that do not have a woman that is saying, "Hey, why you ain't give me a ring yet?"
Facts.
Or do not have a girl. Man, my homeboy, it's this chick that is a physician. She is desperate for this nigga to marry.
Yeah, I think Jess is getting misconstrued in regards to men being single. I think that because she thinks that because men are single that they are lonely. Nah, shorty. A lot of them just don't want to have to deal with that one woman. They want to be able to deal with multiple women. What up, Matt? And so I don't think that's the case. I think she's misconstruing that. I think she's misconstruing the two. Being single versus being lonely. Men aren't lonely. Men are just single. They just out here doing their thing. Mac, also, Mac, I need you to. We got to come up with a name, bro. So I think we got one for the Banter and Barter Show. Instead of us saying the Super Chat goal or the Cash App goal, we're gonna call it the J Ben's Bail Money Fund. We like that one. We like that one because J Ben always saying some crazy shit. But we need one for the whole thing. We need one for the Courtnee Edgar Show. But we also need one for we need the general. We need a general. We need a general name. Snow been helping me out too. She said the retirement fund, the meetup pot. So I need some names, bro. We need to come up with a name.
Her and he just chilling. He like, man, I love my life. She make more than him. He ain't tripping about it. He just living life. I don't know any guy personally, and I know a lot of guys in real life that cannot go get married tomorrow if they want to. Thanks. So when y'all say this shit that y'all hear from other people that say it on the internet, I be wondering where y'all get y'all information from, bro.
But that's the equivalent to saying a woman can go screw any guy she wants to.
Don't mean that they lonely.
She can.
So I really hate to see.
What the fuck are you, bro?
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, what's wrong with Jess? What do you mean that's the equivalent? Yes, it is the equivalent. A woman can literally walk out right now and she can damn near fuck any guy that she wants to. And the dude gonna be ready to bust her down. Yes, that's a fact. It works the same way.
The men versus women debacle all of the time.
We always do that.
I think ultimately, as human beings in general, we are communal creatures, right? And we all long for some sort of relationship, whether it is marriage or not. I think the marriage you guys are referring to is civil marriage, but there are several different variations of marriage, such as religious marriage, common law marriage, monogamous civil marriages, polygamous civil marriages, and the list goes on, right? But ultimately, we're human beings and we are communal creatures. We long for liking and companionship. That's all it is.
From all of them. Don't do none of them. Don't do
common law. Get married.
Don't do poly, whatever y'all just defined. Today, if you're not having a kid with her, walk away, bro.
Facts.
You should get married.
But there's religious marriages. There's in-faith marriages. There's in-faith marriages. There's arranged marriages. There's forced marriages. There's so many different types. And I can see
why y'all moving the goalposts.
That you're holding a pretty strong stance on civil marriages, but I mean, everyone lives a different life. That's your opinion. So many other people don't think that way.
What are you talking about?
Again,
we all giving our opinion. I don't have to qualify it by saying it's my opinion and know that it's my opinion. Like, you're giving your opinion right now.
But you've made a lot of blanket statements about don't marry women and all of these things. And I just think ultimately we all want companionship, and that's doesn't have to be defined by a specific legal term or legal paper.
And what makes you think that they don't get companionship?
I'm not thinking that they don't get companionship. I just said ultimately all human beings long for companionship. We are communal creatures. That is.
But they don't all got to be married.
That's my point.
And I want to know how to solve.
That's what I'm saying. You see how you cheat. Serenity, I see where you coming from, but you missed the entire fucking railroad. You ran right over that bitch. You ran right over it because they were not talking about that. What they were saying is at the end of the day, men being single does not equate to them being lonely. They can find something at any given time that they want. So that's what we're saying. She completely ran across them rails.
Fish play video games all day. How do you pay your bills?
Because well, I'm not about to discuss my finances with you, but because I do. It's just that not all day. I don't.
Yeah, you see that bull. They always got it, bro. Listen, I'm telling you, they say men are the ones that come up with all these new definitions and new terms. It be women that be coming up with that shit. They come up with all these new phrases, these new terms. They redefine what certain words mean. They make it their own and say that that's law. Like, man, what are you talking about? Marriage is marriage at the end of the day. There is no communal religion. Man, that shit is marriage. At the end of the day, whatever you call it, it is marriage. And y'all know what it is. We're not going to play that game, bro. A relationship is a relationship. A marriage is a marriage.
I do it when I have the time allotted to do it.
I got you.
I do it when I have the time allotted to do it. No, but the reason that to answer your question for real is because my wife she doesn't harass me about it. You know, like we do spend time together, and then what she also likes her space. So like we don't need to be in each other's face all day.
That's how my wife is.
Yeah, you know? Like, so when we hang out, we do. When we don't, we don't.
That's how I like that. Yeah. She's not needy like that.
No, she'll sit on the couch wrapped up in a blanket and watch Grey's Anatomy.
Because a woman that's needy like that and depends on you like that will become more vindictive because she's depending on you for her whole existence. And if you slip up or slip into some other girl, she gonna go crazy and accuse you with all kind of stuff because you messed up her whole life. No, bitch, you should have had other interests. You should have had other interests and stop putting everything on me.
There might be truth to that statement. That sounds for me. That sounds like a lot of work. I rather just sit at home. I would never. So I wouldn't be doing that. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
But I've never. You know what? You're right. I've never had a friend that says, "Yo, do you know any girls like yo?" Like you know what I'm saying? They don't never ask me. Like, yo, I want to get married too. I never heard that either.
They really don't. And the guys I was talking about what Anton was talking about. I'm not talking about dudes who I'm talking about dudes who like are what you would consider like probably like squares or something. But even with that, they really not like stressing. They don't care. They'll just play video games and become all day. They don't give a fuck. Like they're not bothered. Like this whole like loneliness thing, I don't know where that comes from.
Can I ask a question to the men?
Yeah.
Anton, you muted.
I don't know any guys today that'll say, "Hey man, you know a good girl you can hook me up with."
That's what I was trying to say. I never heard that.
Anton, back chasers don't be saying that. I've definitely heard back chasers be like, "Oh, where are the good women at? Anton, you gotta be friends."
All right, I hate to say this, but if you hear a guy say that, ladies, that's a play.
Here I am, back chaser.
If you hear a guy actually say that, I can't find no good women. If you hear that as a woman, I need y'all to know that that's a play. And I don't like to give the plays out, but it's a play.
It's definitely. Why do you think that's a play though? Men are struggling to find good women though.
But they wouldn't admit it though. They would never like.
They wouldn't
There's
admit
way
it.
more good women than men.
No,
though.
like that.
Y'all hear this shit? Did y'all not just hear what Jess just said? Did y'all just not hear what Jess just said?
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCann.
You would take for admit.
Shorty just said, and there are more good women than there are men. Jess.
For admitting that you can't pull the L you have to take.
Podcasts. Like men say it's rare to find a good woman. Like
no, they would say it and discuss it, but they wouldn't come to anybody and talk about how they can't pull. They would never do it.
Oh.
They would never do it.
Hmm?
Why do men risk their whole legacy for some vagina? I would
that should
understand
be good,
this.
baby. That should be good.
And you ask,
so I want to give you an example, right?
You asking questions that you, first of all, can never understand as a woman. So why even ask that question? that's a question you will not get even if they gave you the perfect answer, you still wouldn't understand it. You couldn't understand it because you're not a man. So you asking that question is irrelevant.
It's because we communal. And then when you say we communal.
Cheating is never worth it. For an example, the football coach, I think he the football coach who was cheating on his wife. And then Kev on stage. No, Kev on stage actually just did an interview not too long ago where he talked about he was actually made fun of by his peers for being faithful to his wife, but by being faithful to his wife, he was granted so much favor in his life. But a lot of men who tend to cheat, they live in chaos.
Because those men don't respect their wife.
Hold on.
So why do men choose chaos, ruin their legacy all over some vagina?
They don't respect their wife.
That is true.
It's the most logical creatures. I don't know.
I'm gonna explain. You asked a question and now you're trying to answer your own question.
Well, I wasn't finished asking it.
It's a long ass question.
You asked 1,000 different questions. You got to ask
a grown ass goofy. Remember, I just told you, you that old gang.
1001.
If that's what the Kev on stage guy said, he's a liar. He's a liar.
No, I think
no guy teases his friends for being faithful.
They did talk about him for being with one woman. They're like, "Oh, you won't got no."
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't never heard no shit like that before. You tease it. I don't care whether you agree with it, disagree. I have never in my entire 36 years of life, never heard that before. Ever. Ferry, appreciate you for pulling up. Appreciate you.
That's from he's telling y'all that because he's pandering to the audience. Can y'all not see when niggas is running game on y'all?
No, you can't.
Well, I'm gonna give you an example.
You actually think that he was sitting there as a church guy and his friends was like, man,
them the main cheaters.
You done for being faithful to her, man. Do you not know that these niggas is pandering to y'all on these podcasts?
No, that's not true though.
Well,
that's
AD,
not true. A lot of men who cheat on their wives, they meet up with each other with their chicks. I know a lot of stories with men who had wives who were cheating and they all had girlfriends and they all met up.
Jesus Christ. No guy teases a guy in their 30s, in their 40s, in their 20s for being faithful to their wife. That is not a thing. No
in your
friend,
20s it'll happen.
No friend is teasing their friend for being faithful to their wife.
Your peer.
Women actually do that more.
What are you talking about? Jazz, what are you talking about?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Peer, friend, whatever. They're not doing that. That's not a real thing, bro. It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. You just talking just to be talking. Where are you getting your information from? See, that's the problem with Jess. Jess was one of the ones I guarantee Jess used to listen to. What's his name? What was old buddy name who used to pander? Derek Jackson. She listens to Derek Jackson. She listens to Derek Jackson. She listens to Yada. She listens to all of them cats who pander like crazy. Women can't do no wrong. Men do all the wrong. Men bad, woman good. That's the mind frame that she comes from. Men bad, women good. Women can't do no wrong in her eyes. Not even the slightest bit. If the woman does do something wrong, guess what? She gonna try to find a way to bring it back to why it was the man's fault. That's crazy to me.
As women will encourage you, women will lie for each other while they're cheating on their husbands.
That's not the point we're making, though, Carmen.
Just the thing is, that's a fact. The thing is, she just isn't as loud and as overly aggressive as Jazz is. That's the thing. That's the difference between them two. They have the same mind frame, but her, she's not so aggressive. You know what I'm saying? She's not rah. But she definitely got that mindset.
The point that you're making is that they encouraged the chick. They were making fun of the guy for being faithful, right?
Right. So what does got to do with women?
I've never seen that in my entire life.
You said women do that. I don't think so.
seen that.
They don't do it. They don't make fun of her, the guy being
Like they clowning you for being a good dad. Like, I don't get that.
I have never seen that in my entire life. Either he's lying or you're lying. One or the other.
No, it's actually you want somebody to send you the clip. I can send you the clip. So I'm not lying.
She ain't even listen. She's like, it's either he lying or you lying.
Oh, he got to be because it's the interview he did. So.
Man, my friend teased me for being faithful to my wife. What?
Peers.
It don't matter. It don't happen. It's not a real thing, Jess.
Okay.
I don't think it happens like that though. Like if you talk about like your peers or your friends like clowning you for like not cheating or something like that, I think it might look a little differently. Like not like actually like teasing you, like haha. I think it's more like a like, damn, bro, you ain't finna come through over here. Like, oh, she got you on the leash type shit. Like,
yeah,
but guys that do that, they don't have nobody when they do that. They trying to make you miserable like them. Not when they do that.
I don't think them niggas is miserable either, though. I think they just
listen, bro. That's just listen. What that is, that ain't even tease. That's just banter and barter. Shout out to Banter and Barter Show. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the channel over there. That's all that is, bro. It's just banter. That's just friends being friends. They joking with each other. They don't mean anything by that shit. Oh man, shit, your girl run the house, don't she? That they don't mean anything by that. They just talking shit to each other. Oh, she might wear the pants in a relationship. They just talking shit to each other, bro. They don't mean anything by that. So you taking something that guys are just having fun and just shooting the shit with each other and laughing about. They ain't taking each other serious in that regard. That's what you saying? Come on, man.
But then what I said. If depending on who you mess with, if you're not gonna betray your homies, don't betray the chick that you chose to commit to. Hold your words. Like that's all it is. If you're gonna say something, hold your nuts and stand by it.
No, I agree with that 100%. If you're gonna promise somebody monogamy, you need to give it to them.
Or your homie, like just hold your nuts, nigga.
Man, let's be real. A lot of these niggas out here ain't promising monogamy. These niggas aren't having conversations about, oh yeah, hey, listen, let's just make sure that we ain't talking to nobody out here. Man, listen, that's almost an unrewarded. Ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't nobody having that conversation. Y'all lying, bro. Y'all lying. Nobody's genuinely having that conversation. Listen, man, if I get in a relationship with you, it's only you, it's just me and you. They really ain't having that conversation. A lot of people, they get in a relationship, they talk with each other, they go out on a couple of dates. Next thing you know, they hang out so much to the point that they become, it just almost not even talked about. They're in a relationship and it's almost just expected at this point. Nobody really talks about, okay, so listen, how are we gonna do this relationship? Or is there a time that you're gonna want to step out? Is there a time that you actually want to deal with other women outside of me? Y'all don't have these conversations for real, bro. Y'all just be nah.
Yeah, but if when a dude gets married and he's in love with his wife and he sees something that he wants to have sex with,
listen, y'all want me? I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. Even when they say in the vows, they don't say nothing about make sure that you're monogamous, make sure that you're not stepping out. That's what it say: to love and to hold and to cherish through sickness and through health, through riches for poor, for better and for worse. It don't say anything about monogamy or non-monogamy. So let's be 110% clear about that. If y'all want me to be honest.
He doesn't think he's cheating on his wife. He's just going to get something off real quick.
I've been on that before I even heard Anton say that. I've been on that. You ain't no cheating if I ain't married to you. Ain't no cheating. What you talking about? Cheating where? You don't belong to me necessarily. We could say we exclusive all day, but I don't belong to you and you don't belong to me.
What? That's a demon on your back.
That's wild. No, he's cheating and he knows he's cheating.
But I said, no, I don't think that. I just think like, yo, what the fuck, man? I was just fucking them girls. I was gonna come right back. That's what Jay-Z said. I was just fucking them girls.
Shampoo, real talk. If a guy does that, if he says that, then he just doesn't care about his life. Like genuinely, he does not care.
That's not
true. He just doesn't, because you know she's not gonna like what you.
This is why I need fellas. I need y'all to stop saying that shit too, fellas. I need y'all to stop saying that. That doesn't mean that he does not care about his lady at all. Y'all gotta stop saying. Y'all gotta stop saying that shit. That's a lie. That is not what that means. Now for you, that may be the case because like, man, I know if I step out my girl, that means I just don't care about her no more. That's about craziest shit that I ever heard.
Yeah, so you do it anyway. So you don't.
I'll give you. I'll prove it. I'll prove that that's wrong. Because if a guy is cheating on his wife and he loves his wife, that's both things could be true. Because if she finds out, most guys, not all, most guys would be like, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. If they didn't like them, they say, I don't give a fuck if you leave me or not.
No. So I didn't say he didn't love his wife. I say he doesn't care. But he doesn't care about how his actions would affect her. He does not care. That doesn't mean he doesn't love her.
He wanted to get a nut. He wanted to get a nut.
Use your hand.
Damn, bro, your nut is worth your loyalty?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a decision that you made and you chose to do.
You can get a nut and be loyal too. That doesn't have anything to do with it.
I can't
you know what?
When you go and whatever, I don't even like to call it cheating. If you go see your other girl, after you finish, you bring food home to your wife. You say, you're on your way back. So you want something to eat? Oh, yeah, bring me back something from Wendy's.
Well, if
when you bring her back something from Wendy's, she ain't thinking about you.
Shampoo crazy than a motherfucker, bro. What the hell? Dog, Shampoo be saying some off the wall shit, dog.
Before,
She thinking about that damn baconator. She ain't thinking about you cheating. She gonna be like, oh, thank you.
That's where the betrayal come in, though. Like you don't betray. Like it's really that.
That's not betrayal. That's fulfilling her dreams. That's fulfilling her dreams.
This man is.
Well, if it's not seen as cheating, right? Why don't you be honest with your wife
and be a player about it? If that's what you're gonna do.
Well, a lot of men not play like that. Because if you had it like that, you can tell your woman. You can say,
yeah, because they're not. No. But why would you hurt her? But that's hurting her.
No, but if you feel like that, then men need to get the women that are okay with that. And this is why I say it's predatory with men who prey on women who want certain things. But there are a lot of women out there who don't care if you loosey goosey with your penis. And they cool with it, but they don't want the women. They want a different kind of woman. But then it's easier for them to manipulate the situation, lie to her. Well, you can get a woman.
Yeah, Rob, what's good with you, big dog?
I would never understand that. Men are malicious, they're manipulative, and it's predatory.
Predatory is kind of crazy.
I ain't gonna say all of that.
It is predatory, though.
Well, I don't think so because
so you prey on the women.
No.
Prey on them.
A lot of men do prey on women.
No, Jess. Here you go with these terms. You just saying shit. No, it's not predatorial. These niggas ain't just out here preying on women. A lot of times, a lot of these men ain't even out here checking for the shit. It's just some shit that just popped up. It's not some random shit that just happened. Oh, what? I just so happened to fall into it. No, bro. That's not what happens. That's not what's going on. Cut the bullshit, Jess. Like real talk. Fuck hell. No, you need to go pray to God, Jess. That's what you need to do. You need to go talk to God and have a serious conversation with him. What is your issue with men? Were they that disrespectful to you when you was like 200, 300 something pounds, bro? Like were they that malicious towards you? Were they that evil towards you to the point where you just look at them just like, oh my God, I can't, men are just bad. Is that what it is? What's your issue, dog?
Okay, but that literally goes like both ways, like dead ass. That literally goes like
yeah, but what does that say? What does that say about a woman that allows herself to get preyed on? That makes her weak.
Check it out.
Well, I
don't make her weak. That you've been manipulated, man. She's definitely not no victim.
So, Ms. Jess, if I could be honest with you, like before my wife, pretty much every woman I've met, like kind of like it's my fault because I was a fucking simp. I'm just gonna own that. But pretty much every woman I met like took advantage of me in some kind of way, whether it be a place to stay or financially or something. But I don't hold that against all women and call them like predator ghost.
He telling his story on how women manipulated him. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look how she tuned her face up. She got a disdain, bro. She got a disdain for men. Look,
when I've met like
look at her.
Kind of like it's my fault because I was a fucking simp. I'm just gonna own that. But pretty much every woman I met like took advantage of me in some kind of way, whether it be a place to stay or financially or something.
She got a disdain for men. Anytime Women good, men bad. Look at her. She don't even believe the fact of what Buddy just said. He said he even took accountability and said, listen, man, it was my fault for being a simp, man. I let these girls run over me, but these girls will manipulate me, X, Y, and Z. Look at him.
But I don't hold.
Yeah, look at Serenity. She doing it too.
That against all women.
Look at the face. Look at the face. Q up there like, yeah, we can tell that you was a simp. Look at Serenity. Look at Jess. Look at the face. They're looking at this nigga just like this.
They call them like predator gold digging whores. You know what I mean? It's just like,
crazy,
that's a crazy thing.
That's some real shit right there, bro. Like,
I love real shit.
Ain't nothing wrong with what you just said. That's some real shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't call every woman like predatory gold diggers or whatever because I was a fucking simp and I tried to wipe up some hoes. That's my fault. So I chose better. But so to call men predatory because like you got bad taste in men is just kind of crazy to me.
My taste in men has nothing to do with men being predatory.
The difference is that he took responsibility and accountability, and he didn't blame women for his decisions and what he had to learn and how he needed to evolve. Whereas we never see that level of accountability from women. I've never met a woman that said, you know what, I chose bad. Or I was just a jump off. You've never heard that happen before, bro.
Anton, I literally
a lot
saw.
of women are lied to.
Wait, Judge, I literally.
You can't help yourself because women are lied to. Man, you know when you was a jump. Man, listen, shorty, you knew when you was a jump out. When that nigga wasn't giving you the attention, when he wasn't taking you out on dates like that for real, or even trying to take you out on dates like that for real. He only called you at a certain time. The only time you would see him is at a certain time. Right? The only time you would see him at his crib. You wouldn't see him outside anywhere, none of that. You will only see him at the crib or he pulling up at your crib at a certain time. And now you knew you was a fucking jump off. You knew it. Wasn't no intimate shit when he come over. Yeah, y'all might have a conversation. He wasn't really trying to deep dive into your life and who the fuck you are and all this extra shit. He wasn't doing none of that. You knew you was a fucking jump off, but you thought because the P, you thought the P was that bomb and you thought that nigga was gonna stay, and you realized he wasn't staying. And you come to find out that, oh, he fucking with the other bitch too. Oh, see, these niggas ain't shit out here, shorty. You knew what time it was. You thought the P was gonna make him stay, and guess what? It ain't do none of that. He's still gone. And so now you out here looking crazy. Now men bad. Nah, lying to me.
Saw this, and I'm not saying it didn't happen to her, but it did. I feel bad for her. I keep going back to that guy that was going to be the governor. When she came on camera, she did an interview. She said, I went out for drinks when she knew he was married. Why would you go out with drinks with, even though he asked her to go out for a drink? She said, I had one. Wait. Let me just finish, Jen.
She can't do it.
She said, I had one glass of wine.
She can't do it.
She did an interview on all these news channels. She said, I had one glass of wine and I couldn't move after that. The reason why she said that she had one glass of wine because she wants to act like he drugged her. Or maybe she had 3 or 4 glasses of wine and she got loose and he had sex with her. But now only had one. Who has one drink?
Nobody.
Who has one glass of wine? Are you fucking kidding me? That's like having one potato chip and putting the bag away. Get out of here. You're gonna have your hand in that bag so much it's gonna be dust. It ain't gonna be chips no more. So when I get emotional with that because it happened to me. It happened to me. Somebody accused me of something that I didn't do. And I could have went to prison and my father didn't have money. My father was well off, so he got me the best lawyer and I got off of it. There's people in prison that's there for rape and they ain't even rape them. They just fucked them. And they asked for something and they didn't get it and the girl went to the police. Just like that woman said, if you don't pay my car note, I'm gonna tell them motherfuckers you raped me. That's what she could have said. And if she go to the police, they're gonna knock on his door. And the police gonna say, did you have sex with her? Yeah, get in the car.
Anton, you're muted.
You're 100% correct.
That's right.
That's the
It's
part
a travesty.
that's the part that these women is missing on the panel, is because if you can justify her illegally extorting this guy or doing anything or accusing him or trying to do something to him in retribution, what's stopping them from going as far as they want to go and you still justifying and they're saying, well, he shouldn't have cheated? What's stopping her? What's stopping her?
Yeah,
that's true. What's stopping her from saying, hey,
ignorant conversations when there is a draft and a war going on? Like I say, don't go back to old relationships. Well, it's not an ignorant conversation. It's not an ignorant conversation. Well, what does war and the draft got to do with anything? Guess what? You still living your life, right? You still living your life. Or did you sign up for the draft? Are you at the age where you finna get drafted? Are you afraid of getting drafted? Why do we need to be talking about it? What's the point of talking about it? What that's gonna do? Guess what? You still gonna have to wake up in the morning and go to work. What is us talking about it gonna do with anything? If you want me to be 110% honest, you saying that ignorant conversations, okay, what is me or anybody else talking about the draft or war gonna do for you? What is that gonna do for you? How's that gonna help you in your life? Facts. Ignorant conversations keep my mind off the war and draft. Yep, it can't keep your mind off of war. Yeah, you can. I'm not telling you not to be. I'm not sitting up here telling you not to be informed. You're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm a military veteran. Understood. I've been to Iraq. I understand all that. But what is it gonna do for you? Whether you talk about it or not, that shit's still gonna pop off. And we ain't at that point of talking about World War III. So I don't know what you talking about, big dog.
he did something to her that
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, that he really didn't do, but the accusation is enough. And I've seen women on these panels say, well, he should have never been in that situation in the first place.
Yeah.
But you can't justify somebody morally not doing something that you don't agree with, because she can basically do anything. And if y'all justifying that shit, you know what I haven't heard? Not one person, not one woman on this panel said, nah, she wrong for that shit. You can't be extorting people.
Facts.
I have not heard one person.
We absolutely did say we
no,
don't
you
know.
no.
I know you didn't say it, Justin. I know you.
One person. I haven't heard one person say.
I think Jess, you know what I believe? I think Jess is naive too. I think Jess is really green. I do. I think she takes a lot of talking points from a lot of different people, and then she tries to throw that back at people. I think she's very intelligent when it comes to being book smart, but I think when it comes to just cultural smart, street smart, I think Jess green as fuck. I do. And she take a lot of talking points from a lot of simp men who say a lot of crazy shit that aligns with her thinking. I'm gonna be 110% honest. That's what I think.
This chick is wrong. Even Stan
and Serenity said they both wrong.
Even Stan said, no, he just gotta own that shit. He just gotta take his. What the fuck?
That's the point. Even the fact that you said Serenity said they both wrong. No, the woman wrong on that. The woman is wrong on that for even trying to extort this man. But they don't want to have some way, somehow you gotta bring it back to the man and what he did wrong. Stick to what the woman is doing wrong. What about her and her responsibility in the whole matter? It always boils down to the man. These are the conversations that we always having, because y'all cannot take accountability for nothing. You can't take sole accountability for anything. You can't take control of yourself. But yet you go and scream about my body, my choice. I'm grown. I'm independent. I do what I want to do. But yet and still, you can't take care of yourself. You can't take responsibility. But you want to be able to do any and everything that you want to do with no remorse, no consequences, no accountability anywhere. That is what pisses men off. Let's be 110% honest. That is what pisses men off. Y'all just out here, y'all want to do whatever y'all want to do, but some way, somehow you want to act like little children when it's accountability time. It's, oh, well, if you were you the man, you the leader, right? If you were the leader, that means it's bad leadership. No. regardless of a leader, you still are an individual. You still have to make that choice to follow my lead. You are responsible for you. You are responsible for your decisions. I'm not responsible for your decisions. I can only lay down the foundation and how we're supposed to move and where we're going. You are still responsible for making sure that you follow my lead. Because you can choose to go the opposite way. That's why there's a thing called a black sheep. Even though there's a foundation set, somebody still chooses to go the opposite direction because they don't want to follow that person's lead, or they don't want to follow that. They don't want to be held to that foundation or held to that standard that that leader set for them. So at the end of the day, regardless of the man is a leader, you still are an individual and you make the individual decision to follow or not follow.
I didn't say that. I did not say that she has the right to do that. What I said
I guess you guys didn't hear what I said.
He can't stop her from doing what she gonna do. So at the end of the day, bro, like
that is true. He can't stop.
Like you can't.
Even if you pay her car note, you can't stop her. But no, hold on. Even if you pay her car note, you can't stop her.
Normalize not justifying illegal behavior.
No. See, I was
just oh well, nigga. Like,
no, I was saying you
normalize
can't
not justifying illegal behavior.
You so like what I was saying, you can't stop her. That's a fact. But like that doesn't mean like it. I have no sympathy for the dude because he cheated. Like it is what it is, bro. It's up for you. But at the same time, I'm not going to cheer on someone doing two wrongs.
What you mean? She's man. This is what I'm talking about, man. You're still justifying. You're still justifying. Well, he shouldn't have been out there in the first place. No, bro. I don't care fuck what he's doing. He don't deserve to go to jail off of a lie. He don't deserve to go to jail off of a lie. So why even if we all understand, right? We got common sense out here in these streets. At least I would like to think so, right? I would like to believe that most people got common sense. We already understand, like, all right, we did, but we ain't talking about that. We talking about this bigger picture here. This man is on the verge of going to jail because this woman lied and said that she was great and she wasn't. And this man is on the verge of going to jail because of this lie. But we're talking about, but see, you don't say, but I still don't agree with the fact he shouldn't have been in the first place. We passed that. We're here now. We're past that. We already understand that that's what's understood don't need to be explained. But what we need to talk about is how wrong, and we need to hold these women accountable and normalize to stop trying to justify women's behavior when they're doing bad shit and doing things that they aren't supposed to be doing. Hey, facts, bro.
Don't make it right. It's just that I'm not about to cheer on someone going after it. You about to mess up his kid's life. You about to mess up his wife's mental state. You about to make him lose his job. So it's
what she's saying is true. Y'all getting it from one lens.
Oh, all of that was self-inflicted.
Automatically is just rolling with this funky bitch that is on the internet, willing to try to ruin somebody else's life, and she's saying it on the internet. Y'all are wild, bro.
And she said, he just got to take her on the chin, bro. Like, you handle it the best way you can. If you can win, you can win. If you can't, then you lost, bro.
They're both wrong. Shampoo. They're both wrong. We the last of a dying breed.
Yeah, I was about to say, does Stan mean man? I mean, I don't know. Does it?
It definitely do, big dog. It definitely do.
They're both wrong. At the end of the day, they're both wrong.
No, we know that, but we know that already. We talking about the demanding of payment or else.
That's wrong. I'm not denying that that's wrong. I'm saying it is wrong. But
she's more wrong than him.
No, I'm not saying that. No, you're putting words in my mouth. Don't do that.
I'm not saying you're saying it. I'm saying that she's more wrong than him.
Okay, that's your opinion, but there's no way to put it on the scale of who's the worst of the worst, right? They're both.
What do you mean? What do you mean? There's no scale. What do you mean? So let's be 110% honest with y'all. I want to ask the chat. I want to ask y'all a question. Matter of fact, I can do it. Let me put it in here right now. Let me put this poll up. Let's be 110% honest. Let me put. I'm putting it in the chat right now. All right, bet, because I forgot they can do that now. Bet. I just put it in the chat. I just put it up. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think. Let me put it over here. Which is worse? I said I put worst. Lord with a T. I definitely let me fix that. Can't fix it. Oh well. It'll be all right.
Yes, you can, because you can look at it and say, what do you get a felony
the poll
for?
Here.
You can get a felony for extortion. So you can use it as a scale. You can put it on there and say what's worse.
See, women. See, the women on the panel thinking like, why would it be extortion? You supposed to pay my car note. You getting this good pussy. You supposed to pay me. That's what women are saying on the panel. Why they not agreeing with you, Anthony? They not agreeing with you.
Are you not listening to what we're saying, Shampoo? We're saying what's wrong. I'm so curious to see.
I listen to when you're not talking. I'm still listening.
But I'm so curious. I'm so curious to see what will happen when the 15 or 16 states, I can't remember, make cheating illegal. I'm so curious to see how that's going to change the dynamic of relationships and marriage. But yeah,
nobody will be married.
You know what I'm curious of? I'm curious how many women is willing to admit that they'd have never really been side chicks.
What?
I'm curious how many women are willing to admit that they have been a side chick. That's what I'm curious.
Some of them might not know.
Oh, they know. They know. It's so funny, y'all. Women intuition never work when it's convenient for y'all.
Right. Y'all know when the nigga cheating, but y'all don't know when they the side chick. All right.
I'm curious to know how many of y'all have actually participated in the very shit that y'all talking shit about.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
Well, of course it's gonna be no. Of course it's gonna be no. There's not going to be any women ever that ever in their life admit that they have played that role, no matter how much they played that role. And this is the difference between women and men.
No.
I think that the very existence of most of these women is hypocritical.
No, I don't think that's the case. I feel like there's a lot of women who are transparent and will share when they're wrong, just maybe not on public platforms all the time. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that can take accountability for their actions, whether they're women or men.
Women that take accountability for their actions?
I do.
Yeah, a lot of women do.
You know women, or you take accountability?
My mom does. I do. The women that I grew up around and were
what?
raised by, we all take accountability for when we are wrong and when we are right.
Serenity, come on. You don't expect us to believe that.
Oh, really? You don't know me too well. This is only my third stream.
That don't mean anything.
I could talk to a woman for 10 minutes and know all I need to know.
Fact.
Really? For you though.
All 100%.
Now here's the thing though. They really think men are dumb though. This is what I'm talking about. They really think men are dumb. Men are not dumb, bro. They are not. Men in a mass general sense, they are not dumb. They aren't. They'll make you think that they are. They'll make you think that they ain't paying attention. They'll make you think all these things. Most men would have you figured out within the first time they meet you. You give them 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes, they didn't already slide at you. Based off of the conversation that you have, how you talk, how you present yourself, everything. It don't take that long to get to know somebody. It really don't. If you can observe a person and really tell how they are and who they are, listen, bro, you can dodge a lot of bullets. But hey, sometimes it does not 100%, but there are times where you can actually observe somebody and you can tell the kind of person that they are. Just by genuinely tell who they are, just by the way that they present themselves And also, if you let them talk long enough, they're gonna reveal who they truly are.
Who else is gonna be for him?
I'm saying he's only basing that off of his own worldview.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to.
What else am I gonna base it off of?
That's not status quo though, and that isn't always what's right.
What else am I gonna base it off of, Jess? It's my brain. I'm talking to you.
I'm saying, but your brain is not law though. So yes, you can have an opinion, but that doesn't mean you might think something about somebody. That doesn't make it right.
That's not true.
What do you mean? The name of the channel is Room 9 with Anton Daniels. How is it not law?
Can we see the next clip?
No. Oh, you don't want to talk no more. Okay.
No, I do. I'm yapping today. I'm yapping. I got my coffee in my system.
No, you don't want to talk about what we was just talking about. That's cool.
No, I said there's some things women do take accountability for, but they're just not going to broadcast it on public platforms.
But the question is, have you taken 100% accountability?
Absolutely. You just don't know me. This is my third stream. I've never talked to you outside of this. You don't know me well enough. You think you do, but you don't know.
The last relationship you was in, whose fault was it that it didn't work?
We grew apart, so it wasn't anyone's fault. It was just time.
Oh God, bro.
It's out the mud. You got Rashad McCann.
How so? Maybe that's your personal experience, but I mean,
that ain't my personal experience. I'm talking about you, not me.
That's just my situation. I mean, I can only speak from my experience, my life experience. So.
Well, listen, I like you. I like you as a content creator. I like you as a panelist.
But
right. Listen. Those are the only. I kid you not. When we ask a woman what happened, it's either he was a narcissist, he was verbally abusive. What was it? Narcissist, verbally abusive, or he cheated, right? Or he cheated. It's always those three. Now, if there's a point where he or she has to be held accountable, it's never anything else but we mutually decided to separate from each other, or we grew apart. It's always that. It's never, well, I kind of fucked up in that situation. I was X, Y, Z. I wasn't supposed to do 1, 2, and 3. It was me. It was my fault. We never hear that shit. Ever. We never hear it on any level. It's crazy.
Ain't no but. I just said I like you.
No, I thought there was a but.
Oh, okay.
No, there's a but. There's a but.
You know why they felt like there was a but?
She's sitting on that.
I don't know. Any of the other women want to speak to this? Have you guys had a point in life where there was a moment for you to
get up off me, dog? Listen. She said, "Look, I gotta exit quick before I tell on myself. I gotta exit quick. I gotta get up out of here quick. I gotta put this on somebody else before I start talking too much and give too much away."
Accountability. Did you guys take accountability? If so, what was it? Are you willing to share?
Well, we can leave Jess out of this. Jess not gonna tell us the truth on that one either.
Yeah, Jess definitely.
No, I absolutely believe. I'm a big proponent of taking accountability. I think that's one of the greatest things I feel like about myself. I don't just take accountability in relationships, but in all aspects of my life. I could say, you know what, my bad, I own that. I can.
That's the only way you can grow. That's the only way you can grow.
We're gonna go 0 for 2. Go ahead, Carmen.
All right, whatever, man.
That's why you gotta get them. That's why you gotta get them drinks when they start.
If y'all actually believe. So wait a minute. I know we gotta get to the next clip, but I just have to ask y'all. I genuinely have to ask these guys. And I'm asking Stan too. All right. I want Stan to absolve himself in this conversation. No matter how pretty they are, no matter what they look like, no matter what their personality is, when these women tell y'all this stuff, do y'all actually believe them?
No.
No. Stan, do you believe them?
No.
Okay, so all right, so we know
exactly
now we know you are human. Now that I know
you
human, and I know you're not AI, Stan. Now that I know you human, here's the other question. Let's say you're talking to a girl, right? Whether you meet them out in person or you whatever, you're talking to them on phone, whatever. What percentage of their conversation out of 100% do you think that they actually telling the truth?
It depends, because when I'm talking to you, I'm not listening to what you're saying. I'm trying to walk you into a dark room so I can get you to tell me what I need you to tell me. Like, I don't really want to. I only care about what I can get up out of you as far as the conversation. Like,
and ladies, this is why you let the men talk and you shut up.
Yeah, that's true. Because if you
if you really know the game, you're gonna let them talk.
And then I ask you another question to walk you into a dark room. It's really just to see if you're gonna switch up on your answer, or if you're gonna tell me a little bit more than
here's the problem with that though, Jess. What you worried about if you telling the truth? What you worried about?
Okay, so let me switch this up, right? It's not necessarily a sense of telling the truth or not, but I do think a lot of women shoot themselves in the foot by talking too much when you're first getting to know somebody. A lot of men like to use the game of, oh, I'm gonna just sit back and relax and just let her yap and talk. And a lot of women do end up telling on themselves for certain situations, or they might say some things that make a man look at her differently. But what I'm saying is,
I don't think that's how we really do it, though. I think that the way that we really do it is like we actually believe that because you can't just do something. You got to believe. Like, I will have to believe that I'm having a conversation with you, even though the whole time I'm trying to finesse the conversation to figure out what you are actually saying. I got to actually believe it. I can't make it obvious that I'm trying to pry and see what you actually.
I 100% agree with them.
And this is what I'm saying. What you trying to pry for?
But Stan, does that mean that you actually know that a woman is really gonna be finessing, or she's gonna put the presentation layer, which is completely different than the truth, which is one of the reasons why you're leading her down this dark path in the first place?
It's a dark path.
Yeah. And I would say dark path, because dark path means I'm leading them wrong.
Well, that's what you said.
No, I said
you said a dark room. Dark room.
Yeah, I said a dark room. It's different because you can come
dark
in
room
and
is
out of
different
there.
than a dark path.
A dark room will lead you to a cold cell. I'll tell you that shit. A dark room.
It's a little different, but no, I don't think you're doing it. I don't think we're doing it like that. At least that's how I do it.
So basically, y'all understand that most women is not telling y'all the truth.
Yeah, I believe.
I don't think it's that they're not telling the truth. I think it's more that like women
hold them back.
I think they kind of just speak kind of like indirectly or like in riddles. So it's not so much that they're lying; it's that they're not speaking directly, kind of how like men do.
It's called lying by omission. It's called lying by omission.
Yeah,
it's not by omission, but it depends on where y'all at in the talking stage. I feel like everybody has skeletons in their closet, and I just feel like certain things need to come out at certain points. If we just get to know each other, there's certain things that you don't need to know or have to know. So yes, I might be a little.
Shouldn't me? If it's important, you better tell me. You better get it out right now. You better tell me immediately. If it's something important, and you know it could potentially 100% redirect the relationship, you better tell me up front.
A little bit choosy with my words. It doesn't mean I'm lying or I have an intent to lie, but it just means that
I think it's still in.
Let me just kind of take this and baby step this, and as things progress, then we can start talking more about the things that truly matter. But we just get
let me give y'all an example.
You don't need to be knowing all of that.
Let me give y'all an example of what Jess means. Let me give y'all an example of what Jess means. Y'all may be having a conversation and she says, "Man, I love to dance." Now you didn't know she was a stripper, right?
You know what?
Well, no. That ain't what I know. She was a stripper.
No, that ain't what I'm saying. Don't do that.
You know they call me Twinkle Toes, and so she may be telling you how much she loves to dance and all of that, but really I told you that I was a dancer. Now, you didn't tell me that you was a stripper. And this is what we talk. This is what Jess is basically saying. I'm gonna translate it for y'all so that y'all will better understand what y'all being communicated to, because they think in their mind, because you know it's rebellious, they think that they told you the truth.
What they call it a nighttime. What's the word they call it? A nighttime ballerina, some shit like that. Nighttime ballerina, or what's the other one? It's another one. It's a nighttime ballerina and some other type of dancer, not exotic dancer, because we already know it's another way that they phrase it to make it stripping. I know nighttime ballerina is one of them. Like, I'm a nighttime ballerina, bitch. Get out of my face.
Exactly.
I mean, technically they did.
Exactly.
That's not what I'm saying. To answer the earlier question, yes, I do take accountability, but I just frame it in a way, in a different
It's
way.
like accountability. It's like
I frame it in a lie.
So I do take accountability. The answer is yes, I do. I just frame it.
Is that manipulation?
Yep.
How would that be manipulation if I'm taking accountability?
Yeah, midnight
for what's
ballerina.
important?
There you go.
But you framing it, trying to manipulate the conversation.
Yeah,
but manipulation is manipulation is like
I take accountability for the actions that I took.
Hey, listen. Hey, it's Soul Fist, bro. I trying your best. You trying your best to Kate. You trying your best. Well, I mean, manipulation. He about to give us a full definition of what it means. What?
Now you take accountability for the action that you took that made me react the way that I reacted.
Lord, so it's the man's fault.
It's like you,
Carmen. No, you didn't. Not Carmen. Now we just seen Carmen on the Banter and Barter show. Hey, matter of fact, I think she's gonna be on the Banter and Barter show Friday too. Yeah. So make sure y'all pull up. Aaliyah gonna be here. I think Mimi gonna be here too. We need to get Serena on here too. I think that'd be dope to get Serena on here. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Carmen, you wild for that. You wild for that.
it's never one or the other. It's like,
So if you walking down the street at 2 a.m. on a Saturday night and you dress half naked and something happens to you, you got to take accountability for what you had on.
Nah.
Well, not for what you had on. You have to
That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
I take accountability for the fact that I was out at
for being
Saturday
out
night at 2 a.m. That's my fault.
You take accountability for being in the situation.
No, that sounds crazy, but that's accountability.
Exactly.
We gotta get the super chats, y'all, because we over the time limit. Let me get the super chats real quick. We appreciate you guys here on this Wednesday. Jason M Fresh 100 says, "Make it a Mr.
Yeah, they wild. Yeah, bro, they wild for that one, man. They wild for that one. See, let them talk long enough. They reveal the truth. Carmen just told you at least. But see, the thing is, Carmen was being honest in regards to how she would hold herself accountable. So listen, I'm gonna frame it in a way where I'm not gonna take full responsibility. I'm gonna frame it. I'm gonna say, yeah, I was out late, but you shouldn't have let me go out that late anyway. Like, she gonna try to find another way to bring somebody else into that. No, G, hold full responsibility of your actions. Don't try to bring nobody else into it. And I know Serenity, it sound good. No, shorty, we know what it is. You can't. Come on, man. I just think low key, man, she just got a real disdain for men. That's real. I don't like using the phrase, but it really just kind of begs the question: who hurt you, dog? For real. And I don't mean that in the sense of trying to make you feel bad or shame, insults, the guilt, and the need to be right. But seriously, though, the way that you revert everything back to men, as if men are always the problem and you're not a problem at all, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. I don't understand it. I'm trying to understand it. I don't get it, but it be what it is, man. But man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification. Also, man, make sure you support the channel. We're gonna call it, for right now, what we gonna call the channel? Well, not the channel. I'll say what we gonna say for the super chat goal and the Cash App goal. We're just gonna say support the meetup. Support the meetup pot. We're gonna call it this. Support the meetup pot. That's what we're gonna call it. Support the meetup pot for right now. Or I might say my alcohol fund. my big bottle fund. Yeah, we're gonna call it the big bottle fund. My big bottle fund. That's what we need. What's a big bottle that everybody get? That's a real good bottle, an expensive bottle. Let me look at an expensive bottle. Let me check it out. Let me see. Self bottles. Ooh. All right, we're gonna call it the. No, we don't want that. Everybody got that damn reposado. We don't want that. We don't want the tequila reposado. Ooh, we want that Louis the Third. No, I said the third. Lord Jesus. Hold on, what is that? That's that Coney. That's that Coney. That's that cognac. Lord. Well, what should we go with? What should we call it, y'all? What should we call it? I'm trying to find my big expensive bottle. We don't want to do Remy Martin. We don't want Remy. We don't want that Remy. I need some of that good. I need some of that good. One of them top shelf bottles, you know what I'm saying? So when we hit that 10K and I get my YouTube plaque, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm able to, you know what I'm saying? Then we able to pull it out. Ooh, a Macallan Scotch, single malt. I'm just gonna call it the Big Bottle Liquor Fund. Support the Big Bottle Liquor Fund. That's what we're gonna call it. Support the Big Bottle Liquor Fund. Support the Big Bottle Liquor Fund. Big Bottle Liquor Fund. Big Bottle Liquor Fund. There you go. Big Bottle Liquor Fund. Support the Big Bottle Liquor Fund. There we go. We here. But yeah, man. Tonight was dope. Y'all already know Wednesdays is my short night. I appreciate y'all for kicking it with your boy. Listen, make sure you go and show love to my recent posted videos. Listen, I want y'all to understand something too. I post videos, you know, I kind of switched it up a little bit. I used to post every day, but I post every other day now. Just because the way that the algorithm is, and also, you know, we want more people to see the videos. I don't want to overshadow other videos that I posted the day before. So I put a day in between and I just post stories. But also when y'all see my videos post up, go show love, go share it, go hype it, because we got to get in this algorithm. Listen, we got to get the 10K. We gotta blow the Courtnee Edgar Show up. By me blowing up, it's gonna help the Bantam Barter Show blow up. All right. So I need y'all to go show love, not just here on the live stream, but I definitely appreciate y'all here on the live stream coming in, showing love, doing everything that y'all do. Hey, I appreciate it. But also I need y'all to go show love to my uploaded videos too, because I always clip them up and I post them. All right. So make sure y'all do that. Go show love, go share it with your people. Go share with everybody. Go tell everybody about the Courtnee Edgar Show. Go tell everybody about the Bantam Barter Show. And also don't forget to support the channel with the Big Bottle Liquor Fund. All right. So until next time, my good people,